Alright, Lancer, so today we got a new 30-minute gameplay showcase of a bunch of characters that we've not yet seen officially in Bleach Rebirth for Souls, and this does include a full look of Ichigo vs Aizen. Alright then, so here we go. This one is going to be a long one, and I wasn't going to react to it, but like, there's so many characters in this 30-minute showcase that I want to see, and I want to react to it. So here we go. Nelliel Vs Nnoitora is going to be our first game up. I love the style and the presentation for some of these fights here. And also, one thing we saw is the full roster. I think Mugetsu is there. He's actually the character icon for Bankai Ichigo, or Final GETSUGATENSHO Ichigo. That's kind of cool. All right. So here we go. First up, we have Nelliel Vs Nnoitora. I think I've seen a bit of Noitora's gameplay, but not much of Nelliel. So I'm kind of curious to see how she's going to officially play out in terms of just animations too. And I also really want to see what her awakening is going to be like with the 1000 Blood outfit on, because we've not officially seen the look of that, at least in the anime. Now, both characters here have a green type of alternate color for them, which, I mean, I'm not going to really use the alternate colors for these characters. I'll stick to their default look or a special outfit like 1000 Blood. And I don't think it's in this game, but it's kind of a shame that we don't have Nelliel and even Nnoitora's and Szayelaporro too. Their, how do I say it, past outfit when Nelliel was in a Espada. But having a close look at the actual game itself, Nelliel just strike back Nnoitora. He's got a crazy range with that Zanpakuto tome. Right now, it's looking like Nnoitora is winning the fight, but Nelliel is the player-controlled character. So likely we are going to see some quality Nelliel gameplay here. Nelliel is charging up her gauge. Right now, it's on +4. And I kind of forgot what the gauge does. I need to refresh my memory on some of these characters, which is why we are watching this gameplay right now. I do recall Nelliel has some type of gauge, which I think... Oh, that's one of her attacks. That seems to be one of her attacks. I think it's a signature move that she needs to charge up. Here we go. Now a combo right there. Nnoitora gets pushed back to the wall. A few more attacks from Nnoitora, though. He can take away 3 of Nelliel's Konpaku. He missed even with that massive sword, which looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Shikai Nnoitora, I'm a fan of. Here we go. Our first awakening of the day. There we go. The horse lady is here. Centaur lady is here. Let's see it. How is she gonna move around and look? I mean, the combos don't look too bad. I'm liking the Sero there that Nelliel's going for her. And she's just hopping around. I think some of the Arankas are going to be really fun to play around with when they do awaken, especially Nelliel. But I'm not using Nelliel, unfortunately. My brother's using Nelliel, so just by default, I can't use her, you know? If he's using her, I'm not using her. Maybe I'll make Nnoitora. I don't know. Alright, Nnoitora backing around Nelliel. Activating his, I think, defense reverse gauge. Man, it is not going well for Nelliel here. She's not taking a single Konpaku away from Nnoitora. Even then, when she could have maybe got something going for her. Unfortunately not. Nnoitora resurrecting though. I love the Santa Teresa. The 4 arms are coming out, and we all are aware that he does get 6 arms. And he actually gets it in gameplay too. I think we're going to see it near the end of the match when he gets below 4 Konpaku, which I think is nice. Really cool attention to detail here. Right, Nelliel just used the spillage pressure move, I believe. She has 4. She used her white reverse gauge, and that's why she's recovering spillage pressure. Nelliel's not really finishing up the combo with the pushback attack that can activate the Q-con move, like that, for example. And that's why it's not really looking good for Nelliel right now. Nnoitora, though, 4 slashes down, taking away 3 Konpaku. Okay. Come on, Nelliel, you're embarrassing yourself here. I don't know who's playing this, but Nelliel's activated sublimation. That's the first time we've seen that spillage pressure move. Nnoitora. Not Nnoitora. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. Oh, they spit it into her mouth? Hold, pause. Hey, that's kind of cool. That's a cool way of actually activating the reflection. She took away 5 Konpaku there. That's really cool. And it makes sense then. That way, like, if there's no character that can fire a Sero at her, that's how she's going to get the Sero off. And to be fair, that means they could have done something with Jushiro. Because that's the big thing about Jushiro, right? He also reflects powers back. So maybe they could have done something with him and made him playable somehow. Because unfortunately, you know, his only moment was in Karakura Dana against Lilinette, which isn't really saying much, to be honest. But it would have been actually really fun there if they somehow added Lilynet in Jushiro's attack. Like her sending out a Sero and then Jushiro just reflects it. Alright, are we going for a finisher here? Nnoitora is winning the game. Super easy. This is a finisher. 6 arms are out. Full Konpaku. Nelliel is still in the game. I was looking at the wrong HP bar. But at this point in time, anyone that gets the HP low enough, it's going to be game. Likely Nelliel's winning here. She's getting a few attacks off. Nnoitora is dodging, dragging her in. Now Nnoitora is blocking. Half of his reverse, his guard gauge has been used. A few more attacks and Nelliel's going to get a free combo. She blocks. Nnoitora's dodging around. Okay. Not looking good for Nnoitora right now. Even though he did potentially have the advantage. But once more, you can see here that Nnoitora does have 6 arms activated. So, for those that do want to know if you can play with those 6 arms, you actually can. It's not just an animation, which I think is actually really cool. Don the Chakra and Pesce coming through. That does a lot of damage. One more attack and Nelliel wins. How is she going to play through this attack? Reverse gauge activates. Just one attack. And she knocked back Nnoitora. We're going to get the finisher here. What's it going to look like? It's the same animation? Really? Does she not have the Spear Thrust? I thought that would have been a... Ooh. I thought that would have been a final attack. That was just going and going. Okay. So there we go. Nelliel versus Nnoitora. Maybe a little accurate. Nnoitora goes down. Nelliel wins the first game. Next up, we have Renji Vs Zapro. Is that what we're doing? Grimmjow. Okay. I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen much of Renji's gameplay, so I'm kind of glad that he is the player-controlled character here, because I do want to see that Bankai. I do want to see that Bankai in action, but I'll be honest, not really that excited for Renji as a character. I think his Bankai makes him unique and cool. I think right now, him and Sajin are the only characters in the game that have this big Bankai mechanic, but it's not something I'm really interested in playing with, I'll be honest. Alright, here we go. Renji getting a nice little combo there. I think he tried to activate a Q-Con move. That's not going to work. And for those that are wondering, if you do actually try and activate a Q-Con move, it will just... the enemy will just block it if they haven't got a right HP bar. Alright. Renji spinning around, doing nothing with that attack, but he does have Grimmjow on the ropes. Little knockback right there. Grimmjow's activated his gauge effect, which now means he does more damage. So even though he hasn't done much, okay, they just a little skip there. Within that skip, though, Grimmjow has managed to come back. Here we go. First key coming from Grimmjow, which you've actually seen, to be fair. It's Grand Ray Zero. But that Grand Ray Zero has caused a stage transition. Right now, we are outside of the Hueco Palace into the bright skies. Okay, here we go. Nice little attack. Pushed back. Renji is about to take some Konpaku from Grimmjow. Nice. This is the first time we've seen this. A nice attack. Okay, I like that. Not too crazy, but I like it. Grimmjow, though, activating his awakening. I really do like the music for Grimmjow's awakening, I will be honest. How is Renji going to counter that? Because he does have the Bankai, but remember, I don't think you want to use the Bankai right away. Because once you do, and you get defeated, it's pretty much game over. Oh, not game over, but you're in a weakened state. So you kind of want to say that near the end. What was that deflect there with Grimmjow, though? That was interesting. Had like a special sound effect to it. Here we go. Renji is insta-awakening. No time is being wasted here. This is going to be our first look at Renji's Bankai. We're going to see a lot of stuff here today. Okay, here we go. The camera is going to zoom out. How much damage are you doing here? Can he even block it? He can. He missed. He went close, but he missed. It's doing some decent damage, but I think it's quite balanced because the character's attacks are very slow. And it was the same for Sajin, which was showcased yesterday. Even though Renji has activated his Bankai, he's not really doing much, in all honesty. It feels like both characters are missing each other, and Grimmjow's just blocking it. Grimmjow did go ahead and heal there. Very interesting. Gets knocked back, though. Can you even do any combos in this? If he knocks him back here, though, that might be game. Maybe not. You can't do any key combos, right? So it's just straight defeat. Oh, no, you can. Okay, here we go. Bankai Renji's Keycon move. What are we looking at here? There we go. Oh, he's doing the little laser shoot. That looks cool. At this point in time, Grimmjow has 2 Konpaku left. The Bankai has gone ahead and worn off, though. Renji is not going to be looking so good right now in a weakened state. I believe he needs to use his spiritual pressure move to buff himself back up. Will he have time to do that, though? Grimmjow can be quite the offensive character. He hasn't been able to. Grimmjow's going to get one more combo in. Probably activate his next Keycon move. There we go. Probably going to get Dessa Garon, right? There we go. Again, we've seen this before. 4 Konpaku has been removed. Right now, it's fairly even. I'm pretty sure Renji's now used his signature move, which should get him back to a non-weakened state. Fairly even. Whoever gets the more combos in here is going to be the winner of this match. Renji right now has more HP, but that can quickly go south since Grimmjow has his reverse gauge active right now and also more spiritual pressure. Meanwhile, Renji doesn't really have much to go off of him. Renji is on the ropes. Grimmjow is elbowing him back using that spiky shoot thing that he has on his elbows, which I really like included into the character's combo. It's not looking good for Renji. Renji is going to go down. Grimmjow is taking the second game. Looks like right now the Espada are on the victory streak. Granted, Nelliel's not on Espada, but we're counting it a rank at the very least. Grimmjow is going ahead and winning game number 2. All right, next up we have Sajin Vs Kaname, and we're just jumping straight into it. Kaname apparently has already activated his Bankai. It seems like we just saw there, when you are awakening, you can't counter it. It looks like you just go through. Interesting that we have an alternate costume for Kaname. So it looks like Kaname has 3 costumes in the game. He has his base captain outfit. That is so funny that we still can't see Kaname unless he gets close. So Sajin's Bankai and therefore Renji's does not counter Kaname's Bankai, which I guess is good to know. But as I was saying, Kaname has access to his Waken Window outfit, his Captain Coat, and then one without his Captain Coat. So if you are a Kaname fan, you are getting some pretty cool outfit there. Sajin is going to just instantly win the game. There we go. Our first win for the Soipers. Our first win. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of it. I think they just wanted to showcase the Bankai effect. So I guess it's good job, Sajin. Winning game number 3. Continuing on, which is us jumping straight into the end of the game here. Ulquiorra has resurrected. Ichigo was put on his visor mask. Right now, it looks really good for Ulquiorra, but that can easily go south since Ichigo can take away, what, 5 Konpaku there? And remember, if Ichigo does die here, he does revive. So both characters are basically on equal footing here. I believe both of them have 2 more lives in them. Ulquiorra doing a Zero, that's going to sacrifice some HP. Ichigo going to follow up with a flurry of slashes. That doesn't really amount to anything. He got hit back. The Zero is coming through. The Spear is coming through as well. Nice and cool animation for Ulquiorra. When is he going to reawaken? That's the question. Who is reawakening, though, is Full Hollow Ichigo. Really like the animation, but would have loved if Ichigo had something to say there during the voice acting. I need to hear that I will protect you, you know? Right. I'm glad we get to see more Full Hollow gameplay, because this character might be... Oh, that animation plays when you break their guards? Okay. Zero from Ichigo there. I guess that's going to replace his Getsuga. Nice. There we go. I want to see a finisher with Full Hollow Ichigo. The slash down. Okay. Foot on the face. Zero right in his mouth, bro. 5 Konpaku has been destroyed here. That's done. No, it's not. Never mind. The reawakening is coming out. We are getting a canon Ichigo. I mean, then again, Segunda Etapa Ulquiorra happened first, but we are getting a canon lore matchup. Ichigo versus Ulquiorra. Both of them have now reawakened, which I'm glad to see because I want to see more animations for these characters. I believe what we saw there, though, is a finish. Ah, it's done. It is done. Ulquiorra has won the game. He's getting pushed back. He got grabbed by the neck. The Sero through the heart. This is what calls for Hollow. Wouldn't it just go straight through him? It's like, he has the hold there already. He does have the hold there already, but Ulquiorra is winning the 4th game at this point, I guess. Next up, we have Stark, and Lilynet does appear in the character intro. I think we already knew that. I think we knew that. Did we know that? I think we did. So he has an alternate color here. Stark vs Shunsui. Here we go. I'm very excited for this, and hopefully, from the looks of it, they are going to show the full gameplay here. Because Stark, I want to see his unique mechanic where he does awaken. He can sacrifice Konpaku for really powerful attacks, and then Shunsui has the games when he activates his awakening. So, let's see how this is going to play out. Now, Stark may have the advantage here. He does have to reload, and I'm not sure if you can hear it there, but it does appear that Lilynet actually talks to Stark, which is kind of funny. I am very much glad, though, that Shunsui does have his Soipa outfit without the Captain Coat. I think that was a really cool look for Soipas that always have the Captain Coats on, you know? Like, when Yamamoto goes Bankai, not only is that a really cool moment, he's also not wearing the Captain outfit, so he just looks like so much more clean and cool looking, without all that baggy clothing, you know? And that's how I feel about Shunsui. Nice little Seros from Stark right there. He's going to be a really cool character. A hard one to use, though, from the looks of it. Right, Vortex attack into a slash, into a combo, into a knockback, into a Keycon move. What are we looking at here? I assume we're going to see some type of shadow attack. Albeit we are on the... This is the wind attack, right? No, I just a slash, but that was cool looking. I like the slow-mo effect there. Right, seems like we got a little time skip there. Stark, however, is about to evolve sometime soon. Here we go. Bro's going to trade the guns for some swords. Let's see it. Because he might be one of the cooler characters upon awakening here. So I don't know how he's going to be able to do it. I don't know what the combo, the controls are to get this special attack off. It might be his like signature move or something. I'm really glad. It's something I never thought Stark would actually have in-game, the dual-wield swords. But I'm really glad they included it. Maybe this could have been a reawakening. Because right now, there's only like 5 characters at most that have reawakenings. Stark probably could have been one of those. But I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it. Right, crap. Did he actually use it? I didn't pay attention. Pay attention to his Konpaku. If we see a wolf come out, that might be... Yeah, so he just actually used the wolf attack. That sacrificed 1 Konpaku. Didn't really amount to anything, however. Shunsui, though, is activating his Bankai. No, he's not. He's activating his Shikai games. What game are we playing first, Shunsui? Alright. It's rolling. It's rolling. What game are we playing? It takes a while to start. What's this one? Is it first to attack? Okay. Oh, it's the circle one, so you have to stay in the circle. If you get knocked back, it's over. Does it cycle between games? I guess we're going to find out. Oh, it's not looking good for Stark. I mean, Shunsui. Here we go. Here we go. That's good. 4 Konpaku have been removed from Shunsui. He's outside the circle, though. Is there a timer when it comes to this circle? We probably got the most boring game out of these 3, I will be honest. This should be King of the Hill. I'm pretty sure when you're outside the bubble, you start losing HP. It does like that. He was briefly losing HP there, so that's how this game plays. Unfortunately, like I said, it's the worst game of the 3. And is it only once? Do we only get 1 game? No, we don't. What are we rolling it, baby? What game we getting next? Did we get the same one? Oh, come on. Is this still King of the Hill? That's what I'm calling at the very least. Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Come on. How have we gotten the worst one twice in a row? And the game might only be Stark because he's been using his Konpaku attacks here. So he's already sacrificed a bit of his HP. I think he's got 2 more. So it should be getting a few more attacks here. He will be able to remove his Konpaku. Stark needs to get 1 more combo though. And Stark can only remove 3 here. That's quite low, to be honest. Especially because he's awakened. With his spirit drive too. So maybe this is going to make Stark a hard character to use. And he's already used one of the wolf weapons here too. Here we go. We're going to get the same attack. Oh, we get a different one. A little slash forward. Okay. What game are we getting though? Alright, this one's different. Is this first to attack? I forgot the other game. Oh, something happened then. I'm not sure what happened there. So, he did something though. I think it was first to attack. Okay, now we have the other game. This might be first to attack. One of them is first to attack. Stark has 20 weapons. Oh, it's okay. This is the wolf game. Whoever takes 17 hits. 16 seconds, okay. I'm following on. When that time hits 0, whoever has this icon is going to take all the damage. So right now, Shunsui is potentially going to get absolutely destroyed once this timer goes down. Stark just needs to defend. Unfortunately, Stark has taken a hit here. This could be it. How much damage they've done in this brief 20-second period is going to all go to Shunsui. What's going to happen? Can Stark not get hit here? They're both defending. It didn't do much damage. It didn't do much damage. Then again, they were blocking most of it. Okay, the games feel gimmicky. Don't feel like they're going to be a big decider. But they're cool. They're cool. Okay, Stark has like normal wolf attacks left. But that is going to be game. Stark is going to win. And he's going to finish up with 1 slash down. Quite a long match there. Don't think we got to see the best of both characters here. But cool nonetheless that we finally got to see how these characters do play out. So another victory for the Aaroniers. Inwards to our next game, jumping straight into it. We have Soi Fon Vs Yoruichi in what might be my favorite outfit for both characters here. Both have already awakened, right? Now, one thing about Soi Fon here is that she can take away 6 Kompaku with her Bankai. So, like, both characters can win here. And it looks like Soi Fon's going to win. Like, right from the get-go. She got paralyzed. Soi Fon takes the attack like a few more times. And there we go. Unfortunately, Cena lost my girl Yoruichi. But we are going to see the Bankai. There we go. Going to be a pretty cool finish, I will be honest. I like that. I like that. And again, we're just going straight into the next one. Here we go. Toshiro versus Halibel. Both characters have already awakened. It looks like at this point, Halibel is winning the game. And I'm curious to see how Halibel's going to look. Because we didn't get to see much water attacks with Halibel as a character. Because that is her powers. But it seems like Cayenne might have more of the water-based attacks. It seems like right now Halibel just has like a yellow aura when she's attacking. And then her Keycon moves likely will have the water stuff. But this looks like be a game for Halibel. Not really a chance for Toshiro to come back. Halibel activates the Keycon move. We're going to have a look at her finisher right here. Okay. It's the... She didn't do the slam down, unfortunately. But that was cool. Alright, so next match we have Shuhei versus Ikkaku. What are we looking at here? That was different. Okay, something changed there. I'm not sure why the background changed. We haven't seen much of this map. This is in Karakura Town. We've seen some Ikkaku gameplay earlier this week. Again, he does have the stance attacks. Shuhei has the fear gauge, which you can see in the bottom left. Wonder how that's going to play in effect in this game here. Right now, though, looks like Ikkaku is winning, but there's definitely a chance of Shuhei to come back. He is the player-controlled character. Had a chance to use a Keycon move. Unfortunately, it did not go ahead and do that. Sometimes it looks like either the player is trying to stall out the match or forgets to press a button. Which, again, it should only be like 2 buttons to do this attack. That's a cool Keycon move. Free Kompaku. Oh! Okay. Let's go. Please show the full game. We're going against Szayelaporro. This is the new map, is it not? Okay, this is a new map. I don't think I've seen it before. Here we go. Yes. My main, baby. And he's wearing the outfit too. All right, that was his signature move. So we can't lose to Zapro of all characters. Zapro starts off with less Kompaku there. He's only got 5. I guess it's because he can reawaken. Maybe twice too, actually. Yo, Kain, I mean, Aaroniero, in this case, kind of looks cool, though. That's his signature move there. I believe the longer he charges it, the more effects he gets off. Really cool combos from Aaroniero. We're not calling him Kain in this outfit. Signature move goes off into a combo. Zapro is blocking it all, though. His guard gauge is halfway through, though, but keep up the pressure. We can potentially break his guards. Now, Zapro hasn't done much bug taking away. He hasn't examined Aaroniero much here. Really cool attack there. Unironically, like, obviously, I'm happy that Kain's in the game because it kind of makes Aaroniero playable. But Kain's a really cool character with Zanpakuto, so, like, I'm actually really down for this. Szayelaporro has awakened, however. So he is eventually going to get a free revive here. And hopefully we can potentially see in the gameplay here if the puppets that he has changes depending on the character. Let's go, baby. Neji Bana. OSC kind of cool. Again, Kain's awakening doesn't change much here. Uh-oh. You couldn't even see Zapro there because the outfit was blocking it. One more attack in. Can't knock him back. Zapro's guarding. Now he's attacking Aaroniero. Didn't get much of a combo of. Aaroniero hits it. We're going to get a nice little Kiko move here. Unfortunately, not Glutton area. That would have been really cool if the animations changed, but... because that really could have just been Glutton area here. Unfortunately, we're just going to go straight in for the win here. I'm not complaining, though. It's going to be a slam down. Nice. That's what he does to Rukia. But Zapro is going to revive. So it's not entirely game over just yet. Here we go. I want to see if the puppets change depending on who he actually eats. So I'm really hoping Zapro can get a Kikon move here. And we actually get to see it. Alright. Here we go. I mean, I can't complain about some good Aaroniero gameplay. He's winning here. Not looking good for Zapro, but come on, Zapro. Let's get some attacks in. Let me see. Here we go. Are we going to get a good look at it? Is the puppet going to change? We are about to find out. Maybe the it does. It's a Kaien. No way. That is so cool. They actually included a puppet for each character. Round of applause for that. Would have been better if it was Aaronioro's outfit, but that's cool. That's like really cool attention to detail that you want to see. So if you are using Szayelaporro, you are going to actually get a puppet of any character you go against. Really, really cool. That's all I wanted to see when it came to Szayelaporro. And it's kind of cool we got to see it on Aaroniero, is what we call him, in this outfit. Alright, so, I mean, Aaroniero just gets one combo and it's done. Looks like it's done right now. There we go. Szayelaporro taking it out. And this might be the first time we've seen this map. Or maybe it's just me. I haven't really paid much attention to the maps. But that looks to be somewhat new. There we go. Not too bad. That's cool. That's my main right there, bro. That's my main right there. Bankai Ichigo. Hold on. We're actually getting gameplay here. Versus Aizen. Please tell me we get to see all their forms. Because there's still a big... We still need to know much about Aizen here with his transformations, right? Because he has a lot of different forms here. Okay. Here we go. This very well could be the final fight of the game. Final fight of the day, even. Aizen getting the first hit in. Doing some pretty good damage already. Ichigo with the grab. Does some damage, but doesn't look like you can follow up with that. So maybe the signature move isn't that good. Maybe besides getting some distance. Nice to attack with the grab once more. Aizen is going to get passed around. Everyone's getting passed around with that Ichigo grab. Because remember, it is unguardable. It is unguardable here. Okay. Aizen keeping his distance here. Just spamming his signature move from the looks of it. But Aizen does have 3 now levels. So I think when they hit 5, that might allow him to transform. If I understand correctly. And remember, Aizen does have a reawakening. However, we might not be able to see it. Because from the looks of it, if Ichigo gets off 3 Keycore moves, assuming Aizen hasn't reawakened just yet, Aizen cannot come back from it. The Mugetsu is a straight kill. So Ichigo's first Keycore move there does reset his HP. Grab once more. Aizen is going on the floor. Not really doing much offensive work here, Aizen. Not a good show, but we might be able to awaken soon. Here we go. First transformation. The Hogaku is coming in. There we go. I need to scratch my back. Now we're going to get some kick action, right? Because this character, for some reason, was very agile with his legs. All right, first Keycore move. How many animations is this character going to have? Okay. Little slash down. That's cool. I'm really glad this one's playable. The question is, though, how do we go from here? What was the awakening like? Hopefully, then again, actually, yeah, final Getsugatensho Ichigo might just be a direct counter, because he can't, can he reawaken? I think he can, I don't know. We're gonna find out, maybe we'll find out, I don't know. Aizen a few more attacks in, though. Oh, that's his second signature move that we had not seen yesterday during the character reveal. The second Keycore move on Aizen. Does he just straight talk? That's kind of funny. He'll make up for it. Here we go, the awakening. So yeah, Aizen's not going to be able to reawaken. It's a straight counter, which kind of makes sense. But I kind of want to see Ultra Fragger. Like, can we see Ultra Fragger with this character? I'm not too sure. Now, Ichigo has some type of icon on the bottom. I assume that means final Getsugatensho's next. And it really does look like Ichigo is on the showcase here. That was a really cool attack from Ichigo. Slash from behind too. Aizen goes from behind, gets a free combo in. Now he's going to get a Keycore move. No Ultra Fragger though. Oh my god, it's the spiritual pressure. Is it just him walking? He's on his knees! He's on his knees! Nice, that's cool. That's cool. I'm pretty sure this is going to be an Ichigo showcase. Unfortunately, maybe the next ultimate could have been the finisher for Aizen. I really want to know if Ultra Fragger Aizen at least is featured in some type of animation, you know? But from the looks of it, Ichigo is about to take 8 Kompaku away from Aizen. A few more attacks in. And final Getsugatensho is going to come out. Here we go. The final Getsugatensho. Mugetsu. Oh my god. Man gets the OST now. This is a full-on finisher. No one has an animation this long. Oh my god. It's so long. Yes, that is so sick. Unfortunately, the music doesn't go down, but that's cool. And it actually ends raw. Yo, that is so sick. And the music gets increased? Is that it? Raw. That went by fast. 30 minutes of gameplay. We saw some really cool stuff there. Just to highlight some of the matches here. We got to see Nelliel Vs Nnoitora. Bit more Nelliel gameplay, which is something that we've yet to see it just yet. Pretty cool stuff. Especially, again, seeing that Nnoitora does get the 6 arms for those that really like that attention to detail. We got to see a bit more from, if it loads in, Renji Vs Grimmjow. Really cool to see Renji's Bankai because we again had yet to see official gameplay of that. We saw a bit more from Kaname and also Sajin's Bankais. Nice to know that the Bankai with Kaname is still in effect even when you go to this massive form. Literally right now, he's fighting against no one because Kaname is sitting back. We saw a bit more from Ulquiorra and also Ichigo. Nothing we haven't seen before, but we get to see a bit more of their Keycon moves, which looks pretty cool. I think one of the more interesting matches, although I don't think they played the characters the best of their abilities, was Stark vs Shunsui. We got to see a bit of how Shunsui games play in effect, and then we also got to see a bit of the unique effect with Stark where he can actually delete his Konpaku and use it as an attack. Unfortunately, it didn't look that impactful, and maybe that is why Stark is going to be a 2-star character here. But nonetheless, that was a fun match. We saw a bit of characters that we, seen in the past before, but I think one of the cooler parts here that we did see was, one, some Kaien gameplay with the Aaroniero outfit, but I think one of the best parts about this gameplay here is the fact that when you do use Szayelaporro's Keycon move, no matter who he's going against, there is going to be a unique little doll for that character, which adds, it's just stuff like that you appreciate, right? I think, to be fair, that might be what you expect, in all honesty, but they definitely could have taken the cheaper route and just done a way of hiding that. I'm really glad we do get to see that at the very least, and then we at the very least also get to see some official Bankai Ichigo versus Aizen. Not a great display for Aizen, in all honesty. I want to see more from him as a playable character, just in terms of animations. Like, I want to see the butterfly form, which is his reawakening, which unfortunately he can't do against Mugetsu, which is kind of funny to see. But even so, what might make this character the coolest character in the game is just that finale, right? Again, Mugetsu or Bankai Ichigo can't awaken, but one of the criticisms to a certain extent that I've had with some of the finishers is that they aren't climatic enough. And you definitely can't say the same thing when it comes to the Mugetsu. And in a way, I'm kind of okay with how the other characters play out, because it just makes this significantly cooler. If there was one attack in the entire game to have this cool of an effect, it's this right here. Man, is this cool. The song plays too. We're gonna let it play out one more time. One more time. Such a cool character. What a way to celebrate the finale of the Aranka Arc 2 in a unit. And it's really cool that we do get the healing effect too as the finisher. So I'm going to have a lot of fun playing this game. I'm sure you lads are too. With that said, hope you lads enjoyed the video. Let me know what gameplay you were most impressed by, what character you thought looked cooler. Maybe you didn't think much of a character before. Now you do that you've seen the gameplay. I'm definitely more sold on Kaien and also Aaroniero, but I already was. Mugetsu though looks really cool. Hope you lads enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.